guys, do you know with 500 naira you can access on healthcare worth 5,000 naira or even more here in Anambra State, Nigeria? If you want to know how this happens, just watch this video to the very end. My dear, you're going to see how this happens. Just trust me. You thank me later. Alright, see you there. Hello guys, you're welcome back to Talks with Ogor. Okay, so if this is your first time stopping by, you're highly welcome. And if you've been watching my videos, thank you so much for watching. And please get more people to subscribe, share my videos as much as you can. Well, for today, I won't really take much of your time. It's kind of going to be educative, and I think I'm currently working at this agency, and I tend to see what people think to gain when joining this agency. So I feel like it's good if I just talk about it here. So if your mom or your dad or even yourself can join the scheme, you'd really be glad to join it. After she's going to break down everything about this whole scheme, you'll be glad that you actually joined it. So without further ado, I would like to introduce her here. So introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Timitope Olatayo. I'm
actually Dr.
I have an MBBS degree. Qualifies me to be called a doctor. Timitope Olatayo. I work in Anambra State Health Insurance Agency, and today we're just going to be talking about health insurance and how important it is for every human being on the surface of the earth to have health insurance. What is health insurance? It's a mechanism by which you protect yourself from financial hardship due to healthcare costs. So we call it expenditure, which is what happens when you take your salary and then you have taken out household costs, and then the remaining part of the money you spend more than 40%. There are different schools of thought, 25, 10, but more than a particular percentage you're spending it on health is known as catastrophic health expenditure. So what health insurance does is to protect you from catastrophic health expenditure. In health insurance, there is the enrollee, which is the client, which is the average person on the street. Then there is the insurer, which is the agency that we work for. And then there are the healthcare providers. All these people have different roles to play in ensuring the health of an individual. Today we're going to be talking about the Anambra experience for health insurance. In Nigeria, where we live, there is a social health. There are different kinds of health insurance schemes, but in Nigeria, what we are doing towards achieving universal health coverage, which is universal health coverage is a situation where everybody can access their health needs without financial difficulty, quality, accessible healthcare. So what we are doing what Nigeria's plan to achieve UHC by 2030 is social health insurance scheme, and that is in form of the National Health Insurance Scheme, the NHIS, and then the state social health insurance scheme. In Anambra here, we call it ashia, Anambra State Health Insurance Agency. So from now on, I'll just say NHIS or ashia. Okay, so what we do is we collect premium, like any kind of insurance, not only just in health insurance. We collect premium from individuals. Here it is 1,000 naira. I would have cited dollar, but you know how currency does, and someone is watching this in a couple of months or weeks, and then it's not the same value. But currently it is 1,000 naira per individual per month. So for 1,000 naira every month, you get to go to the hospital that you have chosen, present your insurance ID and say, okay, I am authorized by so and so insurance covers to provide to receive healthcare services in this facility, and then we cover a wide range of conditions. You can get regular checkups for your health, because good healthcare is not just curative. There's also preventive, promotive, and then rehabilitative. So it's not just about, let me fall sick first. You can first of all get health checks, check your blood pressure, check some basic investigations, see a doctor, without paying for those things. Why? Because health insurance is like, I'm going to, borrow from Igbo people. There's something called isusu, right? Something like contribution, where everybody gathers money.
Yes.
So that's what health insurance is like. Everybody just gathers money. So a health insurance agency collects revenue, pools the revenue, and then does strategic purchasing. So it's not everybody that comes to do health insurance that will fall sick. If you're wondering how 12,000 naira is going to pay for all of this, yes. So when there's a large pool, and then you can benefit from that. It's just like a contribution, so to say. And so you can access care. You can see a doctor in a good facility. You can access care for primary services and prevalent diseases around malaria, typhoid.
I can even my paste down around here what we
some of our benefits. Yes. So hospital admissions, blood transfusions, secondary services like surgeries, cesarean sections, delivery, antenatal care.
You tend to gain a lot of instead of going to spend a lot of money.
Yes, actually Nigeria has highest out-of-pocket expenditure rates in the world. It means that in Nigeria we pay for our health more than any other place in the world. It's about 92% on the average of out-of-pocket expenditure. In other countries it is way lower. People are more insured. There is more funds. There are countries that are doing so
and
beautifully.
They don't even really do what's the name again? Self-medication.
Yes.
Because
self-medication is a resulting ill of unaccessible healthcare, and then people start to mix and match. You go to a chemist to do deliveries and all of that. When you have access to good healthcare, quality, affordable healthcare, you can walk in and see a specialist. People that have been receiving care with ashia can walk in and see a medical officer. A medical officer could say this person is having palpitations, which is abnormal heart readings, and say I want to do an ECG, which is an electrocardiogram, monitor the electrical activity of the heart. Or I want this person to go and see a cardiologist. As you know, there is a brain drain currently in the country. We don't have a lot of our healthcare workers are just potting jackpot movement.
I'm telling you.
Yes, but for the few, so it's more difficult to see specialists. But when you are under insurance cover, we have these people on our payrolls, through our healthcare provider, through for example, in Anambra State, we have a network of over 300 hospitals. Now, every state is in one stage or the other of their social health insurance scheme. So if you go to Oyo, if you go to Oshun, if you go to Borno, if you go to Sokoto, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, FCT, there are different states at different levels of their state insurance scheme. Some are already fully functional. So even if you're not watching from here, once you're a resident, there's nothing like indigent or non-indigent. Once you live in that state, then you can get health insurance from that state. And for those that don't have it yet, the National Health Insurance Scheme is still doing health insurance scheme for private individuals. So please avail yourself, the opportunity. I grew up, my mom is a civil servant, and up till the age of 18, I had health insurance cover, so it was never a problem. Even if you fall sick in the middle of the night, she bundles you, and you're going directly to the hospital. It's not like, do I have money? Of course, there is something called moral hazard in health insurance, where people abuse something because it's free, and so because of that, co-payments have been brought in, so that you pay 10% of the cost of your drugs, so that if you don't need that drug, you don't go then and then just say, oh, give me this drug, because you're going to part with 10%, so that reduces that moral hazard on the side of it. So health insurance it's a growing economy, it's a growing industry. Can we call it an industry? I mean, it's a social scheme, so it's a growing concept in the country, but a lot of people are benefiting from health insurance, because let's be realistic, Nigeria is like the poverty capital right now. And another wonderful statistic in Nigeria, Nigeria having the highest out-of-pocket expenditure. Anambra has the highest in Nigeria, so it's like people in Anambra pay the highest for out-of-pocket expenditure. Yes. So health insurance is so very important. I mean, you insure your car. For some of us, as a doctor, you have to do life insurance.
Yeah.
You insure your car, you insure your life, you insure stuff. Why not insure your health? And
I think another thing, just because people don't really know about what insurance actually means.
Yes.
Because it means a lot of things. Like if you don't insure your things, you will what are you now doing?
You have to take the risk away from yourself and then take it to someone
but we
else.
in Nigeria, we don't really know what it means to insure. Like, I beg, I'm wasting money. Don't worry, when that thing comes, I'll know how to go about it.
Ooh, not my portion syndrome.
Exactly.
Guys, we all believe in God. I'm a Christian, I believe in God, but it is not that you will now want to use God as an excuse. I mean, there are people who are also Christians in the US, there are people who are Christians in the UK,
Exactly.
who believe in God in different capacities in different places. It doesn't mean that you do not now, wisdom is profitable to direct. It doesn't mean you won't take advantage of what you have right in front of you. So please, just avail yourself of the opportunity. Try to find out more about health insurance. If you live in Anambra State,
Guys, if you want to come to this site, just opposite this building, you will see Ashia. And it's close to Echo Bank site. As you can see, this Echo Bank here. Then besides it, to Echo Bank is the building. So you can see this lion mouth here. So that is the building for Ashia. So there are two buildings you're going to see. There's one by the left and by the right. The building by the right is where you're going to come into, and you walk into the reception. Let me show you where you walk into. This is the building where you walk into. If you're here, see. So you walk in, and then make sure you have your face mask because you'll be allowed in. Okay, thank you. Okay, another thing I also want to ask you, can you tell us how do I register? How much do I have to pay?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it is 1,000 naira for ASHA, for Anambra State Health Insurance Agency. It is 1,000 naira per person per month. That is 12,000 naira in the year.
Is it 12,500 or 12,000?
It is 12,500 because for your first year you need an ID card, but we're not going to give you the ID card for free.
Okay.
Yes.
So the ID card is 500 naira or something.
Yes. And if you misplace it, you still pay another.
So you are hearing.
Yes, and it's a scheme that is backed up by law, by legislation.
Okay.
The governor has ensured that it's a scheme that will outlast his tenure.
Yeah.
So even when the governor is no longer here, it's not a political thing. It's not one of those NGOs. It's not one of those things that will fade with time.
Yeah.
So it is a scheme that will outlast where. Hopefully even me and you here, when we leave here to move on to other places, this scheme will still be here up and running because it is backed up by law and very good foundation. The current executive secretary of the agency has put so much in place, built a lot of capacity. So there is a lot of work being going on. ASHA is very, very unique in the country. They have made a lot of headway in the country. They are the only agency currently that does all of their stuff by themselves. No third party administrators. So if you have a problem, you can walk into the office and say, this is my this is my problem. You can call because we have a 24-hour call center. You can call the call center and say, this is what happens, and then you get somebody to come to you.
And they take care of their enrollees very well.
We do.
Like if you can you tell them what does it mean? What does it mean? What's enrollee? What is
so when you get your,
and also you can also browse about Ashia online in case you need more information.
Them on social media. They're on YouTube. No, we're not on YouTube. Okay, we're on YouTube now.
Yes.
They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram.
Just browse about it and then get more information about Ashia.
Yes.
Do you understand?
You can sample, opinion around the people that have actually used this scheme and then what they stand to benefit. We have over 90,000 enrollees. That's 90,000 people who are registered with us and accessing care. We have been doing this for about 2 years now. I've been doing so well. It's been a gift to the state.
Yeah. I also heard that if you're a civil servant, automatically 10% of your salary is. Yes, I heard that one too.
Okay. Like I said, it's a scheme that is backed up by legislation. So there are different sectors, different programs. There's the formal program, and then the informal program, and then there's the equity program. So what happens in the formal program is this: the civil servants, pay a certain percentage directly from their salaries. and then the informalists are the ones that can just walk in and pay and then access the care, and that's 5% of your basic salary. For example, if you take 40,000 naira as a civil servant, your gross, your basic is going to be maybe 20 something, and then you just add on some allowances to get it up to 40. So it is that basic that they take out 5% from, and then the government does the counterpayment, and then there's also an equity fund to pay for really poor people who cannot afford it. So in our scheme we have like three broad categories: civil servants, and then people who do not work in organized formal sector, poor and vulnerable. Yes, those ones who cannot pay for themselves. Also, there is something called the adoption model, which Anambra State is pioneering through the work of our Executive Secretary, Dr. Simeon Emechi. What we do in that model is that we encourage, it's actually to leverage on the kinship and the love that the Igbo people share. They always do this Christmas thing for each other. They take care of each other from abroad and all that. This sense of community. So instead of somebody calling you and saying, "Oh brother, we need 500,000 naira for a surgery for this person,"
like it saves you a lot of
and then all of that dollars, because diaspora Igbo is so wealthy. So instead of using all of those dollars to treat one person, you can actually say, I'll pay for 100 people, let them be insured from January to December.
Very good, that's just
you shift all of that stress. So nobody, hey brother, this person is sick, we can't go to the hospital. Why can't you go to the hospital? Is it the 200 naira that you pay as co-payment that you don't have? So that's what adoption model does, and a lot of states in the country are actually trying to integrate this into how they run their stuff. Yes.
So that adoption model, when I heard about it, it's really, really good. Even if you feel like you are too rich, that
you can adopt somebody.
Exactly.
You can adopt your gate man. You can adopt your mentee.
Yeah, many people can adopt
the lady that sells up back to you.
Yes.
You can adopt your dry cleaner. You can do what is today's date? You can do Christmas for people and say, what? Health insurance. I'm paying for your health insurance, 12,500 naira, which is
very chickeny.
So
compared to the money you're going to spend.
Compared to because
normally we mostly go to hospital for malaria. But if your health has been shot in malaria aspects, you don't even really need to pay anything. You just go there and show them your ID card, and then boom, everything is sorted out. Then every time you go to malaria, you always pay money.
Let me give you an example. I recently had an upper respiratory tract infection, and then I went to the hospital to receive care. When they finished giving me, they said, "Madam, your drugs 2,300 naira, and then you have to pay us 230 naira." It was so ridiculous.
Can you imagine?
It was so ridiculous. I just brought out the money. I was like, okay. So we don't have change. You don't have change. It's fine.
No, it just no, but you would have paid more expensive, more than that. It's when I actually joined this agency, I'm like, people are missing out. They don't know what is happening. They know what, you don't know what you're actually missing out on. If you know about this scheme, you really want to join. Yes. Tell your mom, tell your dad, even you yourself.
Yes.
12.5 is
and you know what? We're working on a mobile wallet now, so that if you want to adopt somebody for their birthday or something and you don't have enough money, you can be paying money into that mobile wallet.
Yeah.
And when it's complete, it just goes through and then you present. The registration process is super easy. We have agents across the state, in different centers across the geopolitical zones in the state, and then in our main office. It doesn't take so much time, and then it's a 30-minute process really, and then you're insured. There's a waiting period, of course, to check moral hazard, and then you start to access care. So it's a win-win,
Yeah. And I also want to say that even all those old mothers, they're always sick. So leg problem, hey my back home, because they are old now, they are getting
check their blood pressure.
Instead of you going to say, hey mama is sick, you say, hey, let me go out. But because of this insurance, you don't have to spend a lot of money treating mama, treating papa. You don't even have to start thinking of, hey God, this will eat my money by the core price.
So you can just worry about the food and then just leave the healthcare to you.
Just take care of everything.
That's actually it.
It's really I really don't know why you don't want to join.
In some parts of the country, especially in the north, and even here in Delta State, it's called contributory healthcare management, because we all contribute. And then it's like we're even taking care of each other. Because my 12,000 naira, for example, in Nigeria currently, I don't think you can go to a private hospital. And yes, a range of hospitals, private hospitals, faith-based hospitals, government hospitals, we work with all kinds of hospitals. As long as you meet the basic minimum standards, will work with you. So I don't think there's any place you can pay 12,000 naira and then get a cesarean section or get it, even a regular vetted delivery.
Even if they will charge you more than normal price, because they want to make money. Nigerians.
Fractures, casting. I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's a win-win. Seriously, like if you want to get more information, you can chat me up. You can call me. You can send it via my email down below at description box. Like any question you need to ask, even browse about. I can send Ashia's agency so you can tell you more about Ashia if you want to know more, how you can register, blah blah blah. Just the basic thing why I'm doing this video is just for you guys to be enlightened of what you're missing out if you're not in this scheme. Alright? So this is the end of the video. I'm really happy you actually stayed to the very end of this video. Well, it's happy too. So please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Alright, share to your friends. Share this video, please. If you don't have strength to start any long story to your mother, just give her and say, listen to the video.
Yeah, I think we made it simple.
Yeah, very simple to understand. That's just a basic thing. So if you now want to go further, send me email. Like I can drop number. Hey, you now want to go further. You want to understand. So please, thank you so much. I'll be expecting you next time in my next video. Alright, bye.